Hi, I am Prashant Kumar. I have created this business plan for new vessel construction for deployment on inland waterways operations in India. This is a simplistic business plan consists of four sheets. The first sheet is a generic sheet providing the notes on using this model. The second sheet is a dashboard where the one using this model can enter the input variable and check on the outcomes. The third sheet is the financial calculation, which is purely a calculation sheet and one has to just enter the input variable without going into details of this calculation. The last sheet is the P&L, cash flow and the balance sheet. So if someone has to go into details and to check on the P&L, cash flow and the balance sheet, this sheet can be referred. Now coming to the first sheet. The first sheet, in the cover sheet, we have provided few notes. These notes are pertaining to the uses of this model. The sheets in this model are protected and anyone who would like to change anything in this has to use a password which is abcd@1234 to unlock the sheet and make changes. All the variables which are required to be entered for delivering the output is to be entered in a sheet called dashboard. The values in this model are used in crores or lakh, which is generally used in India. The description that 1 crore is equal to 10 million and 1 lakh is 100,000 is provided. Now coming to the dashboards. In this dashboard sheet, we have a set of input variables. We have clubbed the input variable into various headings such as procurement phasing, financing assumption, vessel procurement parameters, voyage parameters, vessel operations assumption, and other assumption including revenue. In this, we have created buttons so that anyone would like to change anything in this model can just go to these buttons and change. For example, let's see if I would like to change the corporate tax rate from 25.2% to 26%. This can easily be done by just clicking on these buttons. Now we'll go back to 25.2. Similarly, for other variables such as debt or equity, the cost of debt, the cost of equity, or if we go for the vessel operational assumption like manning cost, the maintenance cost, the fuel consumption, the DG running hours, the DG fuel consumption, all these variables are linked to these buttons. Anyone using this model can just change these variables using the click of the mouse without going into details of the calculation sheet and find from where the input variables are being derived. This is a very simple model in which if you are, let's say, changing the revenue, you can straight away see what is the variation in the total turnover. So with every change in the click in the revenue parameter, we see that the total turnover is increasing correspondingly. It is not only the turnover, we can see that the equity IRR, project IRR, the payback period, the EBITDA margin, the PAT margin, the net cash flow, all these sheets, all these graphs are changing. We can also check that the other parameters linked to like the depreciation or the voyage parameter like the average distance, vessel speed, carrying capacity, voyage timeline, operational months in a year. All these have very big impact on the outcomes of this model. So let's say if we change the 10-month operational period to 9 months, we can see that clearly the payback period has gone up. The equity IRR, the project IRR has gone down. Let's say if we go back to 10, we see that everything has changed. So this is a very functional model for those who are looking for a very handy input cell as well as the output parameter. And this can be showcased to any customer in a ready manner. Thank you.